Welcome back to Com Concepts Pro. Today we are going to learn how we can reverse the order of elements of an existing array. So programmatically, I have explained the concept in three ways. First, by calling a recursive function, then by using a temporary array, and finally to reverse the order of elements within the original array itself. Reversing the array means making the order of the elements of array just opposite to what it was before. This can be performed in two ways. First, by using a temporary array in which we will store the values of original array one by one from backside. After that, it is up to us whether we want to display the temporary array or we can copy the elements back to the original array, but now in reverse order. The second way of doing this is to reverse the elements of the array in position, which means we will not take use of any other array, but we will reverse the contents of array by swapping the elements. We will see both these methods with the help of example. Firstly, we'll use the temporary array method. Let's say we have to reverse the order of elements of this array. So we'll copy the elements of original array one by one from backside into the temporary array. So now the order of elements have been reversed in the temporary array. Now we will see how to reverse the array in position. Suppose this is our original array. So in this method we have to swap the elements in such an order so that the resultant order is reversed. Like we have to swap first and last elements with each other, second element with the second last element, third element with the third last element, and so on. So like this the swapping will be done. And so now as you can see, when all the elements are swapped with each other with their respective positions, the array elements are reversed. Let's understand the reversal process of array programmatically as well. In this program, I have actually explained three ways of reversing an array. Reversal by a recursive function, second, using a temporary array, and lastly, reversal in position. So first we will see reversal by recursion. Now in the main function, firstly I have declared the required arrays and variables. Then I have asked the user to enter the size and elements of the array. So now first we will see how this recursive function works. So before calling this recursive subroutine, the name of this recursive subroutine is reverse. So before calling this function, I have stored the actual size of the array in some kind of temporary variable, which is new size, because some manipulation will be done in this actual size of the array. So in this reverse function, we are going to pass actual array, entire array, the index position 0 and the size of the array. So here is the code for reverse function. This is a recursive function, as you can see here. This is being called again and again till this condition becomes true. If this condition becomes true, the loop will end and the array reversed array will be printed on the screen. This is a common method that we use for swapping the values at the index positions. So first I have stored the value which is at index position 0 to a temporary variable, then the value from the last index position to the first index position, and then from the temporary variable to the last index position. Again, then this p will be incremented, means the index position 0 will become index position 1 and the last index position will be decremented. So this is a recursive function for this reversal. So let's run this program and see how it works. Just to save time, I am only giving the size as 5. randomly I can enter any numbers. So this is a reversed array. The array is printed in the reverse order, as you can see. So this was reversal by recursive function. Now we'll see other methods. So first of all, I will comment this call to the recursive function. Now we will see how to reverse an array using a temporary array. I will comment these statements also, otherwise the array will be printed twice on the screen. So this is my temporary array to print the reversed array on the screen. So the reversal process is carried out by just this single statement, and this for loop you have to understand. So loop counter I is for the original array, loop counter j is for the temporary array. I is starting from the 0th index position, j is starting from the last index position. Then this for loop will run up till these conditions are satisfied, means the I is till the I is greater than the size of the array and till j is greater than the 0th index position. I is incremented at each iteration and j is decremented at each iteration, and one by one the from the first index positions the values will be copied to the temporary array. And for copying and then we are printing the reversed array on the screen. Again I will enter only 5 values. So as you can see, the values are printed in the reverse order. So this happened because of this for loop. Now we'll see the third method. First I will comment these sections. And uncomment these sections. So this is the code for reversing the array in position. So first of all we have to find out the mid of the array, which will be calculated by dividing the size by 2. So mid of the array will be stored in this variable mid, and I am again storing the size, actual size of the array in this temporary variable, because manipulation will be done in this variable. Now this for loop has to be run only up to the mid of the array. No need to run it up to the last index position, because after swapping the number of no, not swapping, because of the swapping the number of iterations will be reduced to half of the size of the array. So this for loop needs to be run only up to the mid of the array. Now in each iteration size is decremented by 1, and with the same swapping technique we will swap the values. So with these statements the value at the 0th index position will be swapped by the value at the last index position, the value at the index position 1 will be swapped with the value at the second last index position, and so on. So we'll see how it works, but before that we have to do some changes here as well. It should run from 0, not from 1, and it should run up to less than new size. So let's save the program, execute, compile, run. Randomly I will enter any values. So as you can see, the reversed array has been printed on the screen. So this was reversal in position. So this is the code of reversal in position and the change that we have done here.